Hello。OK， 我们来跑这次的主线。在黎明升起时坠落，星空啊为纷乱牵念浊洗。来到翁法罗斯后，伴随着相遇与离别，一次次经历，目不暇接，令人有点惆怅。就连一向豁达的海文，此时也身处于创世窝心，浸泡于往事之中。什么？为了后续的剧情，我要先把泡泡给收起来。哦，我的泡泡。整理思绪。戴纳托斯与瑟西斯的火种已经归位。那之后又过了一段时间，12星辰悬浮在虚空中，俯瞰着创世窝心。他们象征着翁法罗斯的12位神灵，这世界的命运、支柱、生灵和灾祸。如今其中10尊已然陨落，火种被还归于创世的起点。星空在你的头顶闪烁，璀璨的光芒对应着泰坦长眠的息声，而你亲身经历了4次要生，4场离别。纷争，天谴之矛曾一度化为狂妄，为世界带来无尽的纷争，而后与你们的奋勇下终结。而继承其位的半神不死的麦德莫斯选择独自背负旋风之名，还乡带冠，将其身化作圣城的最后一道防线。万敌，愿你战无不胜。岁月，其实命运3项殿中，岁月的化身将秘密托付给你。其实活泼的红发少女完成了使命，与众人先一步道别。岁月不予公平，但岁月从未停住，而如今这份全能已然交给你。明天见，提安。理性。不久前，数行贤人之手与你们相伴，将黑潮之中布出的残孽威胁斥回。仍是不久前，那位不羁的学者献上了一场盛大的演出，以生命为代价，令你们窥见了事件真相的一偶。理性的化身啊，在存在的尽头，你是否寻见了答案？死亡。神谕曾令灰暗之手选择2人，赐予其一死之命运，但他们对彼此的心意却为各自续下了漫长的凄美诗篇。最终从冥界旅至现今的死亡半生，决意驻身那片花海，为你寻回未来。在西风尽头再会吧，霞蝶。真的是好长一段路啊！一次次分别并未令你麻木，你忍不住思考，开拓的旅程还会经历多少告别？你好奇自己能否以饱满的情绪道出每一句再见。思绪沉入海洋，你想起翁法罗斯人热衷史诗，透过故事缓和内心的哀愁。或许你也该以这种方式消解低落，重新振作起来。那就开始吧，无数的冒险有关的词汇涌入你的心窍，你只需抓住一个作为创作的锚点。哎，奉天安啊，你也今天要开抽吗？哦，今天我谁都不会抽，不好意思，不要被外界的喧杂影响， 集中于你脑海中的关键词。这的确很难，但你还是应该牢牢抓住灵感，编织发自肺腑的亲词丽句。好吧，这根本是一个不可能的任务。只看一眼手机，这绝对不会影响你的思考。你是如此告诉自己的。封帖不抽，但你另一边会抽。另一边是怎样？另一边是哪里啊？塞菲尔来财。哦，明朝，原来如此。惠子。上次去斯提科西亚都没时间找宝贝，有够亏。现在冥河退的差不多了，我又来了。水底有大宝箱，我不能用奇迹宝珠，又没有办法涉水，只能靠你的岁月全能了。快来，我们可以3-7分，你3我7。没错，你3我7。好啦，别再。你必须承认，在难熬且挣扎的低谷期，依然有人过得快活。塞菲尔他对财富的渴望滔滔不绝，岛海翻江，仿佛比林渊境的海水还更加澎湃。那塞菲尔领我时不行，暂且忘记过去，它让人感到悲伤，但现在不应该被哀伤。你需要前进的动力。你决定前往冥河不再被阻断的斯提克西亚，去和那位猫女会合。希望那些闪闪发亮且当啷作响的玩意儿能一如既往的令人兴奋起来。不愧是你，塞菲尔。
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side.
我也想蛱蝶了。
No, this shouldn't be so depressing.
小姐，你先开始嘞。
Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cipher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
什么动静？
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before?
谁扯我衣服？盗火行者。
What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out!
粉色小狗才是你的目标。
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls.
What?
啊？What?
What? What? What?
The river is full of fish.
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow?
这什么谜语？
I don't understand this language at all. Am I hallucinating?
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
这也是假的，快跑！
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you
他
are.
甚至可以伪装哎，7蛮意外的，还蛮强的吧？那还真的是谢谢你啊！
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You're not gonna hold that over me, are you?
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
你就这样全抖出来了？
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
来了。还会休息吗？休息的好吗？明期时来找过你，你好像还在睡，就没打扰你。但眼下这状况，我实在闲不下来，感觉是时候继续我们的特训了。一起去树亭吗？赞美太阳。
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
话说回来，你要那么多钱干嘛？
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
数日后，在命运重渊车厢坠落点。
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donhong.
没想到您贵为元老院的议员，竟愿意远道来此勘察列车。
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
我却也在持续搜集线索，做各种尝试，可惜了解的越多，无力感也就越强。
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Emphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
在树亭，我找过许多有关天空泰坦研究，也了解欧法罗斯的学者大多把天外之界的禁忌归结于艾格勒降下的诅咒。
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Emphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
他也是火种尚未归还的2位泰坦之一。
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
如果归还艾格勒的火种能令天空的咒语失效，那我们也不必费尽心思寻找归路了，只要专心帮助黄金一门便是。
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
真的吗？但
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
我想请你试一试，还请一定小心。列车的推进器是十分精密的装置。
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
他们有发现一件很奇怪的事情吗？莱古士居然会讲扫描，检查其中的零件。这不可思议！你好像对它的结构一清二楚。你修理过类似的东西吗？
Not exactly, but we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
可是问题的关键不是在艾格勒身上吗？
Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
我不明白，难道元老院掌握了什么抵消神罚的秘密手段？
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
不是元老院的决定，而是他个人的意愿吗？
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests. 请原谅莱古士阁下，我接下来有段话可能会有些冒犯。拜访黎明云来时，我翻看了许多元老院议员的档案，其中唯有你的背景是几乎一片空白。我很想接受你的善意，但面对如此神秘的背景和动因，稍有戒心之人都会难免起疑。 Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
这些人圈套吗？难道这才是你跟我来的目的？你跟随我前来的目的？
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
1对4啊。姑且确认一下，假如单单场面变得难看，你会出手相助吗？
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
有一点你没有说错，莱古士阁下，的确，我必须设法返回列车伙伴身边。但伙伴这2个字，如今也包括了烛火的黄金翼们。无名客不能也不会对伙伴的命运不管不顾。
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
另外，当我询问你是否会出手的时候，我的意思是，需要帮助的是他们。 与此同时，在神物树亭，
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
干嘛？欧洛尼斯的神力还能这样用吗？帮你回忆一下过去的。
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
万一我睡过去就糟了。
Well, that's why I made sure you were well fed and rested on the road. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
怎么不让哈托努斯来帮忙？
Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
你还有我们。
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
找点好看的。
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
你之前在看什么？
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
好哦。
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
修甲可曾令锋刃回魔。
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
过去几个月，你不止一次来到这里，在知识的海洋中打捞一些最符合你口味的那一块小精华。你很庆幸丹恒不在现场，这样就不会有人对你的阅读品味评头论足。眼前的卷轴显示了一小串字：非普通读物，借阅后请放回原处，切勿被任何一位树庭教授发现！惊叹号乘以10。看来树庭的学者们在深奥的学术探讨之外，也没忘记自己的小爱好。那么你要翻阅哪一篇读物呢？禁忌之恋树与蝶，这不是我们之前看到的那个吗？你也差不多该意识到了吧？没了，就这样没了，这就没了。这篇爱情故事在最糟糕的部分，然而儿子不知是作者失去了写下去的动力，还是别的发生了什么紧急状况。如果是后者的话，那盗火行者得负全责。我的教授不可能那么娇羞。这读完让你三观正战的小文，你的脑海只浮剩下一个画面：列车、瓦尔特、手机。对一位年轻的星河精而言，这个文学有点太过超前了。一拳神王艾格勒卷，你知道你的傲慢要付出代价。鉴赏文学你的最爱。读完此文，你感到全身力量充盈，仿佛作者笔下的一拳神王就是你的化身。天空泰坦艾格勒，不过如此。 我觉得第一个最好笑。没了，这就没了。如果是发生了什么意外，导火先者得负全责。先看到这吧。
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading.
啊、我听得出来他声音换了。好。
Let's take a closer look.
怎么看白二的东西是非必要的？那我要先去看看白二看了什么。暗中观察，被发现了。
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
在看什么见不得人的东西呢？
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
我建议你换个副业。
No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill. I've spent a lot of time pondering... That's the perk of... Oops, I talked...
暗中观察。
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing.
这还有农民历。
But then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
迷信迷信迷迷随便信。
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
原来是塔罗牌吗？你在看什么啊？
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
偶尔信一下也没什么不好的。
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. They always cast a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
万一占卜出坏结果呢？
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy.
哦，大姐安娜，没有问题，挂着吧。你终于发现了吗？
Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
哎呦，哎呦，哎呦，哎呦，你的终于要提出他了吗？赶快先帮你建个档案。
Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
随身带着。
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
啊，这不就是你吗？你得设计一套迷迷专用牌。
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
你认真要水晶吗？那个碎碎的会很开心哦。
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us? Who's there? You are...
有刺客，快救阵！cos 不错啊。
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
我记得好像有一个 NPC 是侵袭者，我看一下，我记得我应该有建档吗？寻找侵袭，好，没有。那我要把它放在哪里呢？这是一个好问题。啊，就这里。 他们是谁？
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
要就快答。
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
好阳间啊，是啊。
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
It's so bright here, maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky. And
right. How does the legend go again?
even Lady Treby forgets things.
这长得不太像，他的头发让我有点想笑，但我还是仍然无法忘记你的话。
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty.
啊，笑死！
Give us some time and we'll remember.
有一点点不一样。
Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
Yeah.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Oh?
Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
什么？阿格莱亚，你不能出事啊！你还需要再坚持个2回合。片刻之前，陨石天宫。
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? Perhaps no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless, because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear, what if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
千年前云石市集。
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the gold weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Fake! Fake!
哇，巴特鲁斯被换掉了啊！
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
你谁？你的声音不够低。
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the river of souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know.
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is! Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
I'm laying it out right now. I'll do everything I should, but you can stop telling me what to do. Not a good sign to be empty-handed. You can't get rich by waiting. not a good sign to be empty-handed. You can't get rich by waiting. Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Self-taught. All self-taught.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to gray mystery. And then... yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
阿特尔兹开启了挖掘模式，我终于挖到地底的宝藏。
That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, a massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Let me try this on. Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... how could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
Whoa! Isn't that like... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
怎么好像怪怪的？
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay?
Here we
Totally out of tune. There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
宝贝啊，勿自盛装前程。
Cat and mouse time! Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
A bit too much commotion for my taste. Catadons?
You can't run!
This trial is fitting.
Treasure! Come to me.
I will overcome the thorns. Serenity stands clear before me.
Let me have a go.
In this mortal, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
A quick divination. Together as one.
Found me. Thinking of taking advantage of me, are you? Time is money, you know. Wait any longer and you'll owe me interest. This cat will take it all.
I have heard the
Our
call.
cute play
Loud and
session
clear.
is over. A lie that everyone believes in becomes a reality. Gotcha.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
A little honesty would do us good. Countless threads. Thus, your fate and mine become one. Life, so fragile like a wisp of silk.
You can't run. Yeah!
I see through you. All things human creations.
Is that fear I send? All lies shall be revealed.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive?
Here! Sleek!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. It should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
巴特鲁斯开启了挖掘模式，挖到了地阶宝箱。
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
难民日记，平衡月什么什么日，今天又有3户邻居从我们这边搬走，潮水涨得比以前还高，已经淹过了我们住处的10阶第5级。祭司说这只是季节性的潮汐，很快就会退去。但我在斯蒂 科西亚生活了30年，从未见过这样的水位。港口莱安德罗说，他3天前出海捕鱼，发现海水的颜色变得异常浑浊，像是混入了墨汁。他在水下看到了奇怪的影子，不似人形，却又有模糊的轮廓。回来之后发现发着高烧，至今还卧床不起。平衡月什么什么什么日，城里的酒宴越来越疯狂，往日里只是欢喜月才会办的盛大欢宴，现在几乎是天天举行。昨天安佐家的宴会，我亲眼看见2个平日安分守己的妇人赤脚踩踏葡萄，边发出诡异的笑声，末了竟直接喝下那混着泥垢的汁液。他们说这是效仿法吉娜的祭祀仪式，但我从未听过这荒诞的祭祀方式。市集上的物价涨了3成。卖蜜酿的商贩说，最近酿造常发生异常状况，酒曲总是莫名地腐败，只有用直接从港口取回的海水进行蒸酿，才能得到美酒。好在我们家的朵丽丝还算清醒，她劝我们少喝城里的水和酒。长昼月什么什么什么日，昨晚港口传来奇怪的乐声，并非什么乐器发出来的，而像是从海底深处沉睡的旋律，仿佛在告诉着古老的故事，令人不由自主的靠近海边。好几个邻居说家里的孩子梦游到了码头区，他们说水中的女神在演奏着什么，想要过去看看。祭司宣布禁止任何形式的音乐演奏，还派士兵在码头巡逻。不知为何，我觉得他们是在害怕什么，而非是真的要保护我们。长昼月什么什么日，今天在市集上遇到了卖布的诺拉，他告诉我那边的状况比我们想象的还要糟。法吉娜神殿的临水池3天前突然干渴，祭司们尝试了各种方式重新灌注它。更糟的是，神像背后还出现奇怪的裂痕，像是某种文字或者纹路，却无人能够阅读。诺拉还带着一个奇怪的传闻，有人声称曾梦见一个弹琴的女子，身披黑纱，眼中泛着海水般的光芒。他告诉梦中人，斯提克西亚即将面临大变，只有听见他声音的人才能得救。城里的一些人已经开始称呼他为预言的海之月者，尽管祭司们极力抑制这一传闻。自由月什么什么日，我们最后决定举家搬离，海水已经到达码头的最高水位线，但是有些人对此视若无睹，沉浸在无止休的狂欢中。我们一家与隔壁的米隆达家决定一同前往奥赫马，据说那里的富士泰坦庇佑，黑色的潮水尚未侵蚀那里。我们打算今晚从码头北侧的出口悄悄出去离开，祈祷法吉娜能保佑我们一路平安。自由月什么什么日，已经在路上走了3天。米隆达家的柚子突然发高烧，嘴里不断念着怪异的词语，像是一首古老的歌谣。他的父亲决定带他回城寻医，尽管我们都知道这已经没什么多大的希望。今早在山坡上回望斯提克西亚时，惊骇地发现城市仿佛被一层诡异的光晕包围，海水和在阳光闪烁着不自然的蓝光。远远望去，那些华丽的建筑似乎在水中扭曲，如同某种幻象。实现月什么日，另外遇到另外几名逃亡的同乡，他们带来可怕的消息。斯蒂克西亚的海水突然出现了异常的颜色与质地，有时如浓稠的蜜糖，有时又似凝固的玻璃。那些留在城里的人开始出现奇怪的变化。更为诡异的是，夜晚时分，整座城市会沐在一种难以描述的光芒中，仿佛某种巨大的胎膜覆盖。他们说这是法吉娜的惩罚，但我不禁怀疑，这是泰坦的愤怒，还是有比泰坦更强大的力量在作祟？我们决定北上前往奥克马。各位路上听说有位名为什么什么能够平息法吉娜的愤怒，但那不过是绝望之人编造的传说罢了。我们普通人只能依靠自己的双脚逃离这场灾难。直线月，今晚孩子们睡着之后，我偷偷 拿出从城里带来一小瓶海水。这是我们离开前从法吉娜神庙的灵水池取出的最后一滴。在月光下，它呈现着奇怪的光泽，似乎有什么东西在其中流动，不像普通的水。无意间，我发现如果用指尖敲击瓶壁，会听到一个奇特的声音，像是远方的琴声回旋。那一刻，我仿佛看见了一位神秘女子站在海上，哀伤地演奏着一首无人能听懂的歌谣。我不知道这是幻觉还是真实，但如果真的存在能够聆听斯提克西亚子民的哀伤，那么在我们踏上这条未知旅途之际，请赐予我们一丝希望，哪怕只是一个美丽的梦境也好。奥赫玛近在咫尺，最后一次回望故土，却已不见昔日的美景，只有一片扭曲的光影在海平面上起伏不定，有点像黎明前海浪堆卷的泡沫，逐一消散，逐渐露出冰冷而真实的本质。
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akuma. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akuma, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, can...
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what, nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xandrith?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus, my darling, activate! Looks like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go!
Hey, slow down! That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, Haas.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase. This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even Boss Lady said so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
What?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it alone. Told you, nothing can stop me. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
我的千年老妖。
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa! Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face. Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it. 1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known. I see limbs. So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance. I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
啊，果然。
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial,
I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again,
Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed. Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all? I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together. Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them? I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things. You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you? Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
这群黑衣人既不回应挑衅，看起来也不打算动武，那他们究竟在等什么
？Pressure, fear, planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
将抹杀黄金翼作为使命的组织。我读过一些害人的故事，声称侵袭者会将记忆残片以炼金之术强加给继任者，以此延续身份和仇恨。
But I know these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
还有这部分呢。
Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
但他们还是作为一个组织延续至今，甚至还设法阻挠烛火。他们就这么畏惧黄金翼追求的再创师。
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
不知道海文现在在哪里。如果我被他们盯上了，那他肯定也逃不过这一招。希望一切安好。但是克拉特鲁斯阁下。
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
什么？
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
我自己有点帅。
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
What?
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. To buy so, Lord Finan. Until next time.
被手画呢，我一定会把他打趴的。
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
但他们其实是冲着黄金翼来的。
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. Why, Teleslate?
风景吗？群组。一将全境公告：因不可抗力，万维网将暂停服务，请在家中静待，切莫惊慌。啊，怎么回事？传送失败，你不在了。白名单策略已读取。区域局域经线启用中，仅供内部紧急通讯。今之身故，请尽速回圣城。我知道这很难相信，但请快点回来，我马上赶回。
Aglaya, is this blasted? Those guys.
是那些家伙干的吗
But how could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Finan. What should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
怎么有一种再次回到艾莉西亚死了的感觉？
You're forging a sort of a Finan, aren't you? Cartonis, I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent.
你知道有一种回忆起艾莉西亚死了的那张纸的感觉。
This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
不行。
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be.
怎么啊？他要用那个？
Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second.
卡托努斯是个好人，好家伙，他从一开始就在。
The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the mark.
他真的被侵袭着。
I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins. Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
"铺子怎么看？现在谁还有心思开店呢？镇城不是应该很安全吗？危险的不是黑潮，是人。英雄大人们，还请节哀。太恶毒了，那帮权力的走狗。
Dunhung came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
丹恒啊，你们回来了，状况如何？没有受伤吧？
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos air bath.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
那他们为什么没有对我们下手？
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Dunhung in the abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
因此猜测意义不大，去找提宝女士吧，她最懂得阿格莱亚的心思。
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
I'll stay here to lead the guards, and also Miss Hyacinth.
你居然你是这时候最可靠的人。
The baths are empty.
听到如此噩耗，公民们也没有心情了吧？他就是在这里倒下的。我还不开启欧洛尼斯的3位英雄，你们回来了。欧宁大人一直守在上面，让你尝尝欧洛尼斯的奇迹吧。
Hyacinth.
You're back.
我们听克拉特鲁斯说了，你还好吗？
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Treenun after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
他们两个状况如何？
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Treenun, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
金斯啊，请谕救世者见天女。阿格莱亚，我的阿格莱亚。哎，虽然我早就知道他们可能都会死掉。
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think
Now's the right time.
金丝断语时代的水母。
Aggie, I still remember the taste of that oatmeal. See you tomorrow morning. I'll prepare breakfast for you then.
查看残留的记忆。阿雅，你真的不用再吃药了吗？不必了，巫师。药物终究只能稳固我的肉体，但阻止不了灵魂的衰竭。我已向这世界续借了太多时光，现在大限已到了。此刻我离席最好的时机。请别哭，巫师。我还有最后一个任性的请求，可以听我诉说吗？阿雅，你说吧，我们一定会帮你实现的。我希望自己的死亡平静而轻柔，我希望自己了无生机的死去不要曝光于众人视线之下。不是我的一生经历了太多改变，但我有对一件事情追求我千年如一，美丽，对吗？没错，不是美丽。哎呀，你觉得小白他们准备好了吗？1000年前我接过莫涅塔火种的时候，你认为我那时候已经准备好了吗？巫师。生在这个时代，我们不得不于骇浪中成长，而非做好一切准备后再起航。白尔他会明白的，他会理解我留给他的职责，他已足够成熟，不会再被愤怒与仇恨蒙蔽双眼。
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the flame-chased journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses.
好不？好不？